Sometimes when you come to the My Unit tab and you select your unit, you may have a situation where a lot of your data is incomplete. So for example, I can take sender number 10 here, or let's take sender number 2. It has incomplete data, and it means in this case I'm missing the patient C cost and the other patient costs. This is an example from where I'm benchmarking medical teams. Now you can either provide those data directly using the edit buttons, or you can in some situation use an update via scenario facility, which the benchmark provider may have prepared for you, that will give you some support in providing those data. When this is active, there will also be a tab up here called Scenario Survey, which is active. And it's called Scenario Survey because it can be used not only to create alternative scenarios for a given firm, but also to make a survey where a lot of new firms are providing data to a survey provider. So let's try to use it. So I press Update via Scenario, and since I have not provided any data before, it will preload with some default data, otherwise it will preload with the data I provided before. So here I notice that the default data is not correct for me because I actually do have 10 of those patients that have received treatment number A, and I have only 8 of the B treatment patients, and I do estimate that my cost per patient is less for the B patients than in the default case, so let's say it's 8 for example. So if now this set of data is relevant for me, I will update it to check it. And what will happen now is that a warning shows up because normally the cost of the B treatment is higher than the cost of the A treatment, and in my situation it's reversed. It may still be correct, and assuming that I believe it is indeed correct, I will choose my sender number 2, and I can now save it under sender number 2. I can also give it a special name. I can say, for example, this is sender number 2, first attempt. And then I will save it, and it means that now I can use sender number 2 first attempt as a fully unit with full data set. If I think this is relevant and I want to do it as part of a survey, I can again say that this is for sender number 2. Let's pick the same as before, sender number 2 first attempt. And I want to send it. So what happens now is that this survey is sent to the survey provider. So I can press OK here, and it will show up in his mailbox that there is now a new data set to be picked up at this address here. We go back now to my unit, and we can now see that if I now go in, I now have a center number 2 with first attempt, and it has now a full data set. Now I can then I can continue to analyze that using the usual tabs that I have here. So this is how scenario and survey works.